Hello, Kitty Blue here. It is August the 23rd? No, 25th. August 25th. It is a Monday. I have a box opening to do real quick. It is from Smart Doll, obviously, since that's what the title says. Yeah, I ordered this like over a week ago. DHL. Usually it doesn't take that long for DHL to get to me. However, it usually gets held until Monday. It's like things, at first it's like, oh, it's supposed to deliver on Friday, and then it ends up being Monday. So, yeah. It's to be expected, and nothing that can be done. It's just it didn't get on the truck, didn't get on the DHL truck in time to be delivered on Friday. So I had to wait the weekend to open her up. I'm like so excited. I know in my previous videos, my decluttering videos, you saw that I took Monday in Tea was actually one of the dolls that I took off of my shelves to declutter. I do really love Monday. I think she is such adorable sculpt. And I don't know, I really, really like her in green, so I went ahead and got her in green. And it kind of makes me be okay with letting go my Tea Monday. Yeah. Since I was thinking that there was other things in here, but I actually made another order, and I don't think it's going to get here in time into the U.S. before the 29th, so I'll be talking about that on my next video on all the tariffs and what tariffs like I had to pay for and stuff like that, but I will not talk about that now. Here is the usual card, care instructions, stand, her wig, which is the emerald wig, but it is the RM. It is sort of like the wig from, and I don't think it's the same. It's a little bit, I think it's a little bit longer of a wig than is on Prowess. And the other ones, because I want to say that that one is Random Short, RS, Random Short. This is Random Medium, I guess. I don't know what M stands for. Anyways, rambling. Get this all out of the way. Get my girl unboxed here. It's so cute! I just love her smile. I think she's adorable. She does have freckles, but I can barely see them, but that is because I have bad eyes. But there she is, Monday. She has, they look like they're bluish gray eyes, but I actually have different eyes that I think I'm going to be putting on her. So cute, and all the green girls totally vanished from the website. I don't know if it's just that a lot of people, he did lower the price on the green girls. I think that had to do with all of a sudden the stock just disappearing. But also I think people, especially if anybody in the US, they were kind of rapid buying because they wanted to get a doll in before the whole tariff thing goes into effect. I know that people in other countries have been paying custom fees and whatnot forever, always. So it's that's not really the thing. It's just the confusion of what it all entails, and it's we're not prepared for this, and it's I get I get the thing that, well, we've always had to pay for that. I completely understand. And I'm not saying that like, oh my God, well, now I have to pay these fees. I'm not trying to like throw that card or anything. It's just that it is something that it's nice to be aware of and to keep in mind whether or not it's going to be worth buying more dolls in the future. Japan it's going to be 15%, but it's not going to just be 15%. There's also like a flat like service fee, and there's like fees that the actual shipping company is going to be charging. So you're not going to even know how much any of those fees are until like you get an email or whatever and be like, hey, this is how much you owe. So it's new territory for a lot of us here in the U.S., and it's going to be, it's going to be kind of a learning curve, and you eventually will get used to it, and we'll decide, it's just like moving forward. It's just a decision of, do we want to, save that more money out of our accounts, like $80, $100 extra for a doll? Is that really as important? With smart dolls, in the beginning, when I started collecting smart dolls in 2020, since the yen was actually up, the prices of smart dolls were actually $100 more than they are now for us in the U.S. I'm just speaking for a U.S. here. So for me, it's like, I don't like, if it's just going to be like possibly an extra $80 or $100, that's not gonna, I'm not gonna mind as much, versus like if it's gonna be like $200-$300 extra, then no, I don't want to pay that. That's just that's crazy pants. I do have a lot of BJDs that were ridiculously expensive, and there's a lot of BJDs that I really would love to order. However, a lot of them are from countries where the tariffs are much, much higher than just 15%. And I believe also, since USPS doesn't have, I don't know if they have a way of collecting these fees, they're actually going to be, I think, from my understanding, they're going to be charging even a higher flat rate fee because of this, overload of things that they're going to have to do. Don't quote me on that. There is definitely a lot of information out there that you can look up on tariffs. I'm not going to talk about, I don't want to like talk into detail about tariffs or any of the political stuff going along with tariffs. I just know that yes, it does impact us as, consumers buying dolls. But it's not only that, it's not like, oh man, I can't get my dolls anymore. No, for me, being a small business, now it's about getting items that, I need for my business. It's going to be like, 3-4 times the price of what I was originally paying. And that is, that's a lot, because I can't raise all my prices like $5-$10, because then it falls into like, people aren't going to buy my items for like $5-$10, maybe $5 more, maybe, but yeah, it's just like you have to kind of, it's not all about just buying luxury items like a smart doll or any of the BJDs or anything like that, but it is affecting small businesses where we can't get supplies here within the U.S. They don't make these items here. They make them elsewhere, and then they get shipped in here. So yeah, I can buy from somebody here in the United States, but they're already like, their prices are already like jacked up 2 or 3 times more than what I can buy outside of the U.S. So yeah, it's very tricky. But I have Monday. She makes me smile. I'm just going to like look at her and smile and be, you know what? Smart dolls. Yay! I did actually, like I said, I did buy, did I say that in the very beginning? I did actually buy another doll. I thought I had purchased this like Friday, but I looked at my email and it was actually processed on Saturday, and it has not shipped yet. So unfortunately, I'm going to probably have to end up paying tariffs on that. So yeah, I'll discuss that in the next in the video, because I not only bought a doll, I actually bought some other things. So it's going to raise the price even more. So yeah. We'll talk about that next time, if that happens. But yeah, things to look forward to. I don't have any other dolls on order, like no BJDs on order. Like I said, there's a lot of BJDs that I really, really wanted, but I'm just like, do I want to pay like $200, $300 extra for this doll? And the answer is no. So I'm unfortunately going to have to lessen my hobby or find another hobby, or just that money that I would have spent on dolls, I'm going to have to spend on getting some of my dolls face-ups and making clothes for them and things like that. I'm trying to do different things to try and prevent myself from going online and buying more dolls. However, I still would love to get another Coco Smart Doll boy, but it is not something that I need, because I actually already have a Coco Smart Doll boy and I already have a Coffee boy. So those are two things that I don't need to buy. So I will probably end up not doing that. The only other thing is the Cortex 2 that's coming out. I would really love to get one of those. And I don't know, even if he like, at this time, even if he like releases a Milk Prowess, I had somebody do a face up on a Cinnamon Prowess head. They tried to match the milk skin tone. It does not match exactly, it's just a tad bit darker. So yeah, it would be amazing to get a Milk Prowess doll. However, I do have that one, and really, like, the skin tones, it's like, you definitely can tell the difference in person. You can definitely tell the difference between Milk and Cinnamon. Cinnamon definitely has a much warmer tone to it. But you know, it's not something that's, I feel like that I need to buy. So we'll see. We'll see once it comes out. The only thing that I'd be tempted to impulse buy would be an Utter Chaos bundle, because I just love Utter Chaos bundles, but I will have to kind of, based on the price the last time that I purchased one, I'm going to have to kind of figure out, you know, around about like what I would be paying extra with the tariffs and stuff, and just keep that in the back of my mind. I might actually try and, like, just for my own benefit, like do a list with different prices, and you know, the different like tariff, like what tariff prices might be and stuff like that, just to kind of give myself an idea of like, okay, do you really need this item, because you're going to be paying this extra amount for it. So yeah, anyways, I'm going to wrap up the video. Before I go, make sure you hit that subscribe and like button. Feel free to place any comments below. I did already actually give her a name, and it totally just slipped my mind. I was going to look on my computer real quick. Midorian, maybe? Something like that. Midoriya? Midorian. Something like that. Close enough. Go to my Instagram. I will post a picture of her, and I will put her name in that. And until next time, take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.